Day 71, Men Beneath the Trees. And this is a magnificent sideroxylin gum with black bark. Fitlin grinned, scraping what remained of the precious ointment out of his capsule and onto his finger. He and Radian worked together using their full body strength to massage it into the sore muscle on Maffin's neck. "How's that now, Maffin?" Min asked. "I can feel warmth spreading all over my neck. I can move it now." She stretched her neck forward, then turned it left and right. "Incredible," she gasped. "There's no pain at all. What a miracle. Thank you, you dear Glins." "We should thank you, Maffin," Min replied, thinking mournfully about Otterlin and how grateful she was to this kind warbler who had saved them. "I just want to sleep," yawned Radian. "What a grand idea," agreed Fitlin. Maffin gurgled quietly. She opened her beak as if to speak and closed it immediately, resting her now straight neck on the ground. Within seconds she was snoring. The four Glins settled themselves together into the soft down between Maffin's wings. They would have been sound asleep within a few breaths until Min's wings throbbed. "What now?" she grumbled at them. Radian looked at her over Fitlin's head. "Can you feel an alert too, Min?" "Yes. I wish I didn't have to listen," Min sighed. Her exhaustion was bringing back unwelcome threats of anxiety. She sat up, breathed deeply into her stomach through her nose, let the air filter slowly out through her mouth, stilled her mind, and listened to her wings. "There's more danger, and it's right above us," she whispered. Chapter 42, In Cahoots, Eco 9, Twilight. "I'm so fed up with being in danger," Min muttered in exasperation. She wasn't sure there was any fear left in her. Almost in defiance, she slithered furtively towards the edge of the ledge and looked upwards. Oh yes, there was. Her heart lurched. Curling backwards over the lip of the ledge, black metallic plates gleaming, a scaled tail quivered in the dying rays of the sun. Min saw with dread that it was tipped with a wicked-looking sting, poised to strike at anything moving past. Radian had followed her. "That's the tail of a deadly swart scarpoid," he whispered, his voice shaking. "We live in fear of those around the edges of Pink Salt Lake." The two shimmied quickly back in undercover, Min's mind racing into action. "Quick, let's cover Maffin with Shine's camouflage blanket. If we're quiet, we might fool it into thinking Maffian is an emberist and get past it before it stings." Maffin," Min gently called her. "Wake up. We have to cover you in this blanket." "What? Why?" Maffin asked sleepily. "The blanket is woven to look like an emberist. We need to disguise you from that." Yet to set, the sun had cast a long but distinct shadow on the edge of the ledge. Min pointed to it. Min gulped as she recognized the sting in the tail. "It's a black scarpoid, and it knows we're in here," Maffin, Min whispered. "My heart's hammering. A sting from one of those would kill me instantly," Maffin warbled shakily. The four Glins worked deftly and silently to unfold the blanket and cover the shaking warbler. "All right, Maffin, you'll need to ease yourself into a flying position without alerting the scarpoid. Move slowly to the left of its tail. If it strikes, then it may only catch your wingtips," Min instructed. "Once you're out, drop downwards and stay low to the ground. It's risky. It also may be our only way to safety," Radian advised. "I'm pretty sure that the Clyde won't be far away," Fitlin added. "Do you think it's too much of a risk if I speak to it in Scarpordian? It might confuse it. I could pretend to be an emberist, or should we take our chances and fly?" Min whispered. Fitlin was uncertain. The timing would be critical. "How long will it take you to launch yourself out of this crevasse, Maffin?" he asked. "From this cramped position, maybe 3 seconds?" Fitlin and Min exchanged a worried glance as they stared at the shadow of the scarpoid's malicious weapon. You've got 1 second exactly once it decides to sting, Flick said. Not wanting to alarm Maffin, Min pointed to the sting, held up one finger and mouthed, 1 second. We have no choice then. We need all the distraction we can muster, Fitlin whispered. The glins moved to the far side of the fissure as Maffin began slowly to inch her body around to face the open. She pushed her feet and tail hard up against the back wall of the crevice to avoid jutting her beak out from under the ledge. Min listened to the slight shuffling noise her feathers made scraping against the rock and willed the scarpoid to be deaf to them. She watched the menacing shadow, losing definition as the sun dipped further over the horizon. She could still make out the outline of its tail and its quivering sting. She was certain it was about to strike at the sign of movement. Confirming her suspicion from the tree across the way, she heard the kite whistle and interpreted its ugly call. What's holding you up? Just get it done. I'm hungry and tired of waiting. We must go, now, Min whispered urgently, gesturing silently for the others to get under cover of the blanket and batten down for the escape attempt. She pushed herself in under the blanket and onto Maffin's neck. The instant I start speaking, push out of the cave and drop down, then thrash around like you are an emberist as you head for the undergrowth. Min could feel Maffin's heart thumping through an artery in her neck. She could barely breathe herself. Mustering every last granule of courage, she made her voice sound fierce and fiery. She growled, "What are you doing, disturbing my sleep? Have you nothing better to do than to mess about with an emberist? And I'll see you beneath the trees tomorrow."